Imagine a world where every crack, wrinkle, and flaw isn't something to be hidden but celebrated. A world where perfection is not the ultimate goal, but rather, embracing imperfection becomes the path to true contentment. In our relentless pursuit of perfection, have we lost sight of the beauty in what is real, raw, and naturally flawed? Today we're diving deep into the Japanese philosophy of Wabi Sabi, a mindset that could completely transform how you see yourself and the world around you. Ready to uncover the power of perfect imperfection? Let's begin. In today's world, the pursuit of perfection has become the norm, leading to chronic dissatisfaction, burnout, depression, and anxiety. We often subject ourselves to unrealistic standards, rigorously chasing an ideal that's impossible to reach. Advertisements present images of happiness that seem perfect, urging us to believe that our lives should look a certain way. As a result, many of us spend fortunes trying to perfect ourselves, our surroundings, and our lives, all while showcasing this curated perfection on social media. We are led to believe that perfection is the ultimate goal, whether it's achieving a perfectly symmetrical face, a sculpted body, or a flawless existence. But this pursuit isn't just exhausting, it's also unnatural according to the Japanese philosophy of Wabi Sabi. Wabi Sabi encourages us to reject the pursuit of perfection and instead embrace the reality of imperfection. This philosophy teaches us to appreciate life as it is, perfectly imperfect. In 15th century Japan, the ruling classes would often display their wealth through elaborate tea ceremonies using detailed Chinese cups. However, Zen monk Murata Shukō sought to transform the ceremony into a more modest affair, using simple Japanese-made goods. Shukō's successors further simplified the tea ceremony, introducing natural elements and embracing the transient nature of existence. For instance, instead of ornate ceramic cups, simple, old-fashioned ones were used. And instead of drinking tea under a full moon, it became customary to drink it under a partial or clouded moon. This transformation of the tea ceremony is a key historical example of Wabi Sabi. Wabi Sabi is deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings, particularly the three marks of existence: impermanence, suffering, and emptiness. While it's difficult to define Wabi Sabi precisely, it's often described as an experience, a lucid encounter with the transient, imperfect nature of existence. Embracing imperfection doesn't mean we shouldn't strive for self-improvement. It's okay to improve, as long as it's done within reason and without the goal of perfection. Nor does it mean we should make a mess of things. For instance, addiction is not an example of perfect imperfection. It's a consequence of the inability to accept life's imperfections and pain. Addicts often seek a state of perfection, a mental state without pain. But resisting life's darker sides prevents us from experiencing Wabi Sabi. In Buddhist terms, resisting life's imperfections leads to dissatisfaction, or as we refuse to accept that life is inherently flawed and that nothing remains the same. The desire for perfection is a form of clinging to an ideal, and clinging is at the root of suffering. Only by letting go of these fantasies of perfection can we free ourselves from their torment. Existence has no standards. No tree or mountain has to meet specific requirements. Nature simply brings things into the world, allowing them to wither and disappear. Wabi Sabi is about experiencing things as they are, not as they should be, in their imperfect, transient state. As Dogen, the founder of the Soto school of Zen Buddhism, said, one must be deeply aware of the impermanence of the world. Aging, asymmetry, damage, decay, these are all intrinsic parts of nature, and they have their own beauty. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius also recognized this when he described the beauty in a loaf of bread splitting open in the oven or in the way ripe figs begin to burst. Living creatures are meant to age, and everything created is meant to break. This is the natural order of things. In her book, Beth Kempton explores the history and philosophy behind Wabi Sabi and offers practical solutions for escaping the collective pursuit of perfection. One such solution is to set up our living environment in a perfectly imperfect way. Wabi Sabi embraces simplicity, but not in the way popular minimalism does. Instead of striving for symmetry and expensive furniture, Wabi Sabi encourages us to appreciate what we have, remove what we don't need, and only buy something new when it's truly necessary. Our interiors might end up with damaged furniture, mismatched chairs, and cracks in the walls, but this is the beauty of imperfection. We can enhance the Wabi Sabi experience by bringing nature into our homes, using pine cones, pieces of wood, or seashells as decorations. Now for the surprising fun fact about the philosophy of Wabi Sabi. Did you know that the concept of Wabi Sabi is so deeply ingrained in Japanese culture that it even influences their art of repair? The practice of involves mending broken pottery with gold or silver lacquer, highlighting the cracks instead of hiding them. This isn't just about fixing something, it's about transforming damage into beauty, symbolizing that our imperfections and experiences are what truly make us unique and valuable. Imagine applying this mindset to your own life, seeing your flaws not as weaknesses, but as golden threads that enhance your story. We should see ourselves and others not through the lens of perfectionism, but with an appreciation of flaws. We're not perfect, nor should we be. Instead, we're better off accepting who we are and enjoying things as they are. Wabi Sabi gives us permission to be ourselves, encourages us to do our best without making ourselves crazy in the pursuit of unattainable perfection, and reminds us to relax, slow down, and find beauty in the most unlikely places. One way to practice slowing down is through forest bathing, where we walk through the forest slowly, focusing on the beauty of nature and opening ourselves up to its healing capabilities. Spending time in nature reduces stress, anxiety, and worry, helping us detach from a society full of judgment and expectation and reconnect with the universe, which welcomes us just as we are. Nature is perfect imperfection, operating without judgment, without hurry, and without trying to be more than it is. In nature, we find nothing but asymmetry, crookedness, and decay. Nature creates and destroys, everything is in motion, and nothing lasts forever. If we can see the beauty in this, we experience Wabi Sabi. Thank you for watching.